Time now to go over to the kitchen and check in for the first time with ABC7 Culinary Director Judi Gallagher, who's joined by another guest today in the kitchen. Judi?
Well, I'm excited, Scott, because we're doing fresh and healthy and local. I have cookbook author and teacher, VICKI'S CHELF. Vicki, what are you making today?
I'm doing 2 recipes from my book, PULP Kitchen, and all vegan and all healthy. I'm doing one that I call chocolate power pulp balls.
Love it.
And they're absolutely delicious, believe it or not, but very simple. And another, I'm using cabbage pulp to make a salad with other ingredients. It's very pretty and very tasty.
And I can't wait because it is a healthy balance, and I love seeing you down at the Saturday Farmers Market over there. So we're going to talk some more and learn some really good things about how to cook with vegetable pulp. Stay with us. We'll be back in a few minutes to start pulping away. Hey, Vicki, let's get started on the first dish.
Well, let's start with dessert.
I love your thinking.
Okay, like I said, we're using juicing pulp, and that's what's left over from when you make a juice.
Right.
And a lot of people quit juicing because they feel guilty about throwing all that away.
Right.
And you can really do some great things with it.
I'm excited.
I'm amazed.
Okay.
And I discovered just this morning an easier way to do this. I usually do it in a Vitamix or in a food processor, but I'm going to do it in a plastic bag. It's easier, and I just figured this out, that it will work.
Fantastic.
So we're going to take, these are the medjool kind of dates.
Which I love, and they're perfect for smoothies and baking.
Yes, they're soft, big soft dates. You have to take out the pits.
Yep.
And
it's worth it.
then if these were a little bit dry because they're softer in fall, I think the harvest is probably in fall. So I just got my hand in a little water and went like that on the dates, and then put them in a plastic bag, and then they softened.
I love that tip.
Kept them in the plastic bag. Now I'm going to add peanut butter. This is just so simple, and it's a thing that kids will like, but I think everybody likes it.
I think it's so much fun. My mom used to make chicken and cornflakes, and for the kids, we got to take the brown paper bag and smash the cornflakes, and I love that. And it makes it fun, and it teaches kids a nice dessert, but also a healthy way of eating. So all natural peanut butter.
Peanut butter,
next?
and it's crunchy. And I'm just going to put these 2 things in the plastic bag.
And then we get to mush a little bit.
And we're going to mush it. So you just mush it up together, and you don't need a blender, any equipment, or anything.
How fun to work with your kids or your grandchildren and get that together.
So it was a cup of these pitted dates and 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter. Whoops, made a mess.
That's okay, and it will ooze, so I'll hold the bowl and we'll squeeze that out together.
It out. Thank you.
Sure.
Let's see.
Okay, I think between the 2 of us, we can do
we'll
this
get
like a pastry bag. That's right. If I squeeze your fingers, I'm sorry. Okay, what's going to go in next?
And if it's not perfectly smooth, it really doesn't matter.
There we go.
So we're going to add some the carrot pulp.
Great, and carrot juice is so good.
And kids love carrot juice too. And believe it or not, this actually makes these better. You know, there are a lot of recipes for healthy kind of truffle dishes, but the carrot pulp actually makes it better. It makes a nicer consistency, and you got to get your hands dirty for this.
Now, how much cocoa, and then we're going to go to break?
Half a cup of cocoa powder and a cup of carrot juice.
Okay.
And you just mix this up.
And we're going to come back. So you start mixing, we're going to come back and finish this up, and then we'll start another dish in just a few minutes. Vegetables never tasted so sweet and delicious.
Back over to the kitchen now and see how lunch is coming along with Culinary Director Judi Gallagher and her guest today, author and home cooking instructor, VICKI'S CHELF.
Vicki, we're almost done with this delicious cocoa ball, so show us what we need to do.
Okay, well, when everything's mixed up, and all you have to do is mix it up, you just shape it into little balls about the size of walnuts, roll it in coconut, and voila, c'est fini.
And the real coconut. You're not, you know, there's some of the shredded is too sweet.
You know what I did, actually? I took shredded coconut that's unsweetened, and I ran it through the Vitamix just to make it more powdery.
So here's what they look like, and I'm going to start on one while we start on your salad.
Okay. Well, we're using pulp again because this is another recipe from Pulp Kitchen, and this time I'm using a mixture of red cabbage and Pink Lady apples. And believe it or not, this is absolutely a delicious juice. And, you know, in folk medicine, cabbage juice is good for ulcers and good for your digestion. So
Great information. I love it.
So you can't use only pulp. So I have about an equal amount of shredded cabbage.
Okay.
And again, just really simple recipes. A pink lady apple.
Which I love. They're so crispy
They're
and
the
juicy.
best. Yeah. Sweet and tart. And I'm throwing in some raisins and pecans.
Oh, what a perfect summer salad this is.
And some grapes. Oh, were there supposed to be raisins? I can't even remember.
You know what, Vicki, that's what I love about you. So, like, you can put in raisins if you want to. If you don't, don't. I
Anything you
think
want.
that's great.
Will you show people what the curly endive is? Because I don't think everyone knows what
You know,
this
this is pretty bitter, but it's really great in salads.
Again, in folk medicine, they say bitter greens are good for the liver. And
So
we all need
let's-
liver support.
That's right. Let's get some of those
And
toxins out
so,
with
you
our
know,
curly
one
leaf.
way to eat a lot of this is to chop it really, really finely. I like to sort of chop it as, I like to sort of pretend I'm chopping for tabbouleh and just really
love
just really get it fine. And that way you can eat a whole lot of it. And the more you eat of it, the better it is for
And
you.
I'm sure this sits beautifully in the fridge overnight, too.
And it
So this
does.
is something you can
And
eat
it
for
does.
a few
Yes.
days.
And
Love
with
it.
the sweet apples and everything, it is not too bitter.
And I like that
and-
you put
and
raisins
see how-
in whether you were supposed to
I
or
can't
not.
remember.
I like that,
It's in the
Vicki.
recipe.
Be creative. And what are you going to do with the limes?
We're going to just squeeze in some lime juice.
Great. So season and lime juice, and you have a perfect summer salad. Eat your salad, and then you get dessert. Those were delicious. We'll come back and wrap it up and talk about the Florida house in just a few minutes. Vicki, you did it again. Beautiful salad, some salt and pepper, and what were the herbs that you put in?
Tarragon and dill seed.
Now, where can people find you, and how can they buy copies of your books? Because I know they get sold out pre-publishing.
Well, I have a website called pulpkitchen.org. I also have Vicky's Vegan Kitchen on Facebook, and I would love for people to come on Facebook and see pictures of recipes.
It's perfect. And how are you connected with the Florida house?
And well, it was founded by my husband, John Lambie. He was the founding director and executive director for many years. And I'm often there on Saturdays at the farmer's market. I go there to shop. And
it's exciting. People can stop and kind of ask you for some guidance. So I
Sure.
so appreciate. It is time to pulp, and you can have your pulp and eat it too. It's all delicious. Vicki, thanks so much for joining us. Guys, I'll send it back to you.